You already know what time it is. Of course, I'm James IZ, if you didn't know that, and I'm back yet with another video. So no jumper, Adam22, this degenerate freak himself. It doesn't shock me that he would do this, type of interview. So recently, I believe it was this year, yeah. So recently, actually, no, it was like last month, I think, but Pop Smoke's killer, right? It was a 15-year-old boy, and that was around 2019. Shit, I was still in high school around that time when Pop Smoke sadly passed away due to being shot and killed in like a home invasion gone wrong, and that's what it seemed like on paper. But still, for me personally, let's just get it off the rip. Pop Smoke's killer was released from jail and/or prison and was acquitted of all of his charges, and now he's a free man for some reason. I understand that it was a robbery gone wrong, but TK did 55 years and he was 16 when he didn't even kill the man either. So those two are happen like in two different states. You know, TK's was in Texas, so they're gonna they're gonna lay the law down on him, which I think they should have given this guy the same sentence, honestly. Pop Smoke's killer was released from prison, and the first interview he does is with No Jumper and Adam22, which doesn't really shock me that he would do this, but then again, even before, like in the past, they would interview different killers and shit like that. I heard that Michael Jordan's father, they did like an interview. Well, no, not Michael Jordan's father, but the dude that killed Michael Jordan's father. They interviewed him. Do I agree about having this type of person on your podcast? No, but then again, I don't think it was truly malicious. It could have been like a robbery gone wrong, at the same time. But yeah, it's technically that's a manslaughter, no. And if it was on purpose, then he should be doing time longer. But no, he should get the same 55 years as TK, basically. That's what I'm saying. And I can't believe in maybe less than 50 years, maybe I'm gonna be a middle-aged man or just an elderly man, maybe, and we're gonna hear about TK being released, and it's dude, I was in middle school when he was blowing up like crazy. Do you remember the race? He was really doing the race though too, and he blew up like crazy.
So okay, the night of this situation, there's been a lot of talk about exactly what y'all were up to in that moment, whether it was a robbery or if there was somebody that basically paid y'all to go do something. How would you describe what was going on that night? Maybe even just take us through the day if you want.
Well, I'm not finna get into detail about too much, but
I mean, we already know what happened. So what's the point of it?
It was a robbery.
Yeah.
Nobody did none of that. That's all false information. It's a lot of pages that's giving out false information. YouTube's the vlog, false.
Okay. See, now it was multiple people, so maybe he might be telling the truth. Well, no, not really telling the truth, because he's still really hiding. He's holding back from telling some information from us. But yeah, so we already know what happened, right? On that fateful day, okay? It's all public information. You could find it out there, right? Now, I don't know for sure or for certain that he was the one that actually shot Pop Smoke and killed him, but then he just took all the blame for it. He's not exactly saying all that because I guess he doesn't want to be a snitch or anything, and he didn't snitch, so that's why he did all that time. But yeah, now he's up here on the podcast over here just hiding information and blatantly lying to us, honestly.
They don't know none. Y'all don't know nothing y'all talking about. Y'all just assuming and y'all just putting shit together as y'all going around and then the way they bring up the situation and they can be saying rest in peace, so they be disrespectful themselves. They be
okay, so now he's playing the blame game and pointing the finger at the people who are talking about him. Bro, the question was about you and what happened that day. Why are you talking about, people on the internet pointing the finger at you, saying that you killed him? So this man has a guilty conscience, honestly.
I don't know. I just feel if that was my boy and they're posting them and speaking on a situation like that, I feel you my op too.
Okay, so you're gonna make the whole internet your op? You're not a Pop Smoke, and neither are your boys. That's why you were jealous of him, and then you tried to rob him. You fuck. I might not continue this interview now.
What's the disrespectful part?
Just I didn't so my manager had me watch a couple videos and shit.
And you hadn't seen these videos until you got out of jail?
I seen a couple videos in jail for sure. But I'm not on no. I don't like watching it. Watching people just talk about me.
Yeah.
that shit, like, it's cool. Like, I'm feeling like I'm getting they're not gonna get a reaction. It's like, I don't want to watch a nigga talk shit about me. Like,
that's a reaction that. Okay.
But they be putting it together with like saying that there was, you know, a bag with an address that was posted online. There was a photo of him and his friend where you could see the address in the background. Is a lot of that not true? It's just people putting shit together after the fact?
oh, that part I can't speak about because I don't know how the address got. I don't know how I don't know that part. So I can't even speak on that. I'm not finna share a lie to nobody.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Maybe he got hired to do the job. Maybe that's it, you know what I mean? And then it all just went wrong.
What they were trying to say, there was two different scenarios that went on. Mike D, which is Pop Smoke's homie, he had posted a picture outside of the house, and then there was a bag that had the Marys on it that had the address as well. It sounds like it was like a flocking situation that gone bad. But were you guys fans of Pop Smoke at the time, like to be keeping up with his page, and like was it through Mike D's page or Pop Smoke that the logo got dropped?
I didn't know him at all. I didn't know of him. I probably seen one picture of him.
So then it's like he's lying because he says that he doesn't know him and I've never heard of him. And then he said, okay, well, maybe I seen one picture. So you're lying. So you knew who he was, and then you know.
Before, and like, I thought he was a model.
Listen, I know that he's but there's no way that you look at a picture of Pop Smoke and think the dude is a model. You know what? As a matter of fact, he might be, since like, you know, he spent a lot of time in jail and like he was 15 at the time. So yeah, that was weird because the fact that you look at another man like Pop Smoke and think that he's a model, I don't want to assume anything, right? And like, you know, it's July now, so I could say it. He might be a fat.
I was like, well, you got a good modeling career going on. I mean, I thought he was just on that route.
Pause. What do you mean by pause? What?
Then all this happened. I'm like, I wake up in the morning. I don't even wake up. I didn't go to sleep. I'm just like, damn. I'm just lost.
So you didn't know.
Okay, so now I believe he was the trigger man because it haunted him after shooting that innocent man. Well, actually, I don't know if Pop Smoke was like an actual angel, or maybe he's like an industry plant of where he grew up in that environment but was never truly involved with it, and you know, he's just like a very creative person and everything, and you know.
What do you say to the people who feel like you got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail?
They right. I did get off too lightly.
I don't think I should continue this video then, because he knows what he did and he knows that he got off too lightly himself. So do I really have to say anything much else further? And we should just leave this guy alone and just let him live with the guilt and let karma handle him, you know what I mean?
I mean, I respect you apologizing to the family and everything like that. And at the end of the day, like, there's gonna be a lot of people who are looking at you feeling like you look like a grown man, but let's keep in mind that you were 15 when this shit happened. And realistically, you came up in a culture that might not glorify this particular act, but in general, this type of shit is pretty normal. So, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how people react.
Wait. What the fuck did Adam just say? Wait, what? What?
Everything like that. And at the end of the day, apologize. Well, I mean, I respect you apologizing to the family and everything like that. And at the end of the day, like, there's gonna be a lot of people who are looking at you feeling like you look like a grown man, but let's keep in mind that you were 15 when this shit happened. And realistically, you came up in a culture that might not glorify this particular act, but in general, this type of shit is pretty normal. So, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how people react. Personally, it's like, you know, I understand. I've met a million people like you doing interviews, most of which you were lucky enough to avoid the type of situation.
Okay, so this nigga Adam is sympathizing with them. Hold up. After watching Adam22 sympathize with the murderer, I don't even care if he was 12 and he did it. I don't give two shits, Adam. go fuck yourself. Now, after finding out that Adam22 low-key kind of sympathizes with murderers, how the f do you support No Jumper? After that, like, I don't understand. He really did an interview with Pop Smoke's killer, and like he just said himself too that he did get off easy himself, and so he already has that guilty conscience in him that's gonna eat him up from the inside, hopefully for the rest of his life. Anyways, fellas, that's my video here. To be honest with you, I don't have anything else much to say besides I didn't really like Pop Smoke's music at first, but then after he died, I started listening to it more, just like everyone else. You did it too. I don't care what you think. Anyways, fellas, I'll see you later. Like the video, subscribe to the video, like the channel. I'll see you later.